Hey everyone, Carlos again, the Evolve Commerce Club. I have the pleasure to be joined by Ben Harmanus, who leads product media placement at HubSpot. And it seems you're also an evangelist, speaking at conferences and so on. So Ben, perhaps you can tell us what you do. You were sharing here at the backstage. It's quite interesting. What do you do at HubSpot? And yeah, then we'll take it from there.
Yeah, so basically we have a new team. I'm a part of the media team, and in that team we have the audience development studio.
Mm-hmm.
So what we do, or what I do, my role is I own the product vertical. That means whatever is a HubSpot product, and that can be a solid product. It can be the Marketing Hub, Sales Hub, so one of our software products, the CRM, but also Inbound, our own conference in now San Francisco, it used to be in Boston, is a product, right? So all these brands I promote through our own media. So many media at HubSpot. We have our own media company basically inside HubSpot. Podcasts, shows like YouTube shows, newsletters. I use those media outlets to distribute content and make those audiences aware of our brands and products.
So let's talk about media for a B2B company, what HubSpot effectively is. In my opinion nowadays, okay, you have a great product, great brand, but it's a media company, right?
In a way it is, yes.
And tell me about that, because I'm a big believer in actually I tell everyone, I mean, I do content. It's been 11, 12 years now creating content, that if you want to be a B2B company, you should be a media company, because media creates relationships and then you can distribute content, which is a whole other challenge. So why, where do you see the importance of being a media company? You have multiple assets, we can speak about that, but give me your thoughts on that.
I think for us it's so natural to create content because the two founders, Dharmesh and Brian, they created this inbound strategy. And sometimes when you have these founders, they're trying to find a way to actually get eyeballs on the product, and they're two founders that had basically nothing. So they created the Marketing Hub because they felt like marketing automation is a missing piece in the tech industry. That's why they created it 15 years ago. And at some point they were like, rather than running ads, we write content. We create helpful articles. And I think that's what we're known for. HubSpot is known for all these interesting listicles, guidelines, how to do this, how to do that. That's how we grew into strong blogs. Mm-hmm. And naturally we try to find more ways to distribute our products and make aware of us. So we started podcasting, we started running YouTube shows. So we created this media arm of the company where we have experts that know how to do content, because it's, in a way, when you work with and I don't say it's wrong to run social media ads or paid search, but it's not owned, right? So the media that we create ourselves, we own. Mm-hmm. So we have full control over those distribution channels, and whatever is happening to the whole search and social landscape, these are the channels we own.
What's the challenge today? I mean, you gave a workshop here. Yeah. You were telling me about how things were changing, and I think the whole way how we search today is changing dramatically, which means that SEO is not going to be today, or in a year it's going to be very different from how it's worked today. It already is, right? What are your thoughts on this? And I mean, a little bit on what you covered.
It's an interesting question, because I think either people totally downplay the impact, or they are not aware, or they say everything's dead. There's the truth in between. But people feel the impact of AI search. Right. So, and I would say, even if people say, hey, that's only maybe 5%, 3% of the search market right now, I would say, you should better segment and look at the younger people maybe, or people who are very tech savvy. Do we see maybe that 30%, 40%, 50% of them turn to AI first?
Right.
If I was 16, what would I do? Am I a Googler, or am I a person that's going to go to ChatGPT to get the answers? It's the young people, they grow up with AI, and they are the future customers. But also, everyone who's more tech savvy turns to AI first. So I think we're we're losing connection if we're not there where people are searching or trying to learn more. And the other thing is that we should be doing, yes, we want to be seen on AI search, but also we have other ways to make aware of who we are and what we do. YouTube channels, like it's the second biggest search engine in the world. People sometimes are not aware of that, right? So, or it's podcasting, right? Like beyond, on Spotify, I have a video show. Some people even don't know you can do video on Spotify. Like, so there's so many ways to be seen, like run your own newsletters, create your own, maybe you have WhatsApp channels, right? Yeah. It's like there's ways to build communities and be seen.
So what's the importance, just to wrap up, and for you, what is the community and what's the importance of building a community from 2025 and moving forward?
I think sometimes people talk about community when they have a newsletter.
Yeah.
And it's not the same thing.
That's
like
right.
if your communication is still like in the TV area where it goes one way, it's not a community. Like your TV audience is not your community. It's people who know you and you talk to them, but they don't talk to you, and they can't talk to each other. In your WhatsApp groups, people talk to each other, right? And when we build communities, we want to go beyond like newsletters. We want to bring people together in like different channels. And then also, I think what will become more important in the future is in real life events. You build these communities, but then at some point eventually, if it's virtual or in real life, bring people together. Because in an era of AI, like people want to get the real thing. They want to touch it. They want to hug. They want to, they want to meet, smile, laugh. I think it's getting more important to bring these people together, actually.
Fantastic. Ben, thank you very much. This was awesome, man.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks.